The blend tool allows you to work with more complex objects than just shapes. If you're going to use something like this, you need to first group them. So we'd select it, go to Object, and Group. Make sure that you have done the same for the second one. Let's say that you want to take this from one emotion to the other and see what you get in between these two. We'll take our blend tool, click on that, and then select this one. And we get some kind of funny, entertaining things that come in between these two with the default settings that were, or the last settings that were used on the blend tool. This could be kind of fun. You might come up with some different emotions in between happy and sad, maybe aghast or whatever you want to call that one. Another way to use it, this is kind of a complex shape, just a little dog that I've hand drawn with a collar and eyes. Again, I've already grouped these so that when I use this to this, and I just want to show you how you can go down in size, and that might be something that you would be looking for, another way to use the blend tool. So it's just going to graduate those in size until you're down close to the smallest size from the biggest. One of my probably favorite ways to use the blend tool is with these seemingly almost boring circles. But if I take this one and I place it right on the center of that one, you want to make sure that you have a little bit of a distinguishing outline on it. Take these two and we'll go to the blend tool this way through our menu. Look at our blending options. 5 looks good, specified steps looks good, so okay. We still need to go back here one more time, blend, and do make. And this is how you would access it from the menu instead of the toolbar. But what happens is this really kind of cool area rug, if you will, and by having a different outline, a stroke on it, you can see the different rings. You may not be old enough to remember the braided rugs that we used to have in our living room floors, but that's what it reminds me of. But if I take this and go right here while it's blended, look what happens. It starts to follow the pattern. I've got an upside down bowl, I've got a spaceship, who knows what I have, some kind of light fixture, and by changing some of the colors in it, it could be kind of a cool, unusual feature that you've made from just two simple ovals. Of course, moving it here changes it. So as with so many of the tools in Illustrator, this just takes some imagination, some playing around, and what you might achieve. Just to show you from one complex shape to the other, how if you, and again, these are grouped because the whiskers and all of that are separate. So I've already grouped them, already grouped, and go back to my blend tool, click, and it just takes and makes it from one color to the other. Of course, at any point when I change the color of one of the originals, take that to, what shall we go to, purple, that's kind of dark, we'll go with orange, then you get those. And this could be a great dividing bar or a border, or you could expand these and have all the different colors of cats in between. And this is just a little cat that I've drawn similar to the dog, just using a brush tool. Now this one may or may not be useful, but at least it has some options and hopefully will get you thinking. And I have just like a little silhouette of a face and some strands of hair, and these are different colors, so like hair might be, if I take and click on one to the next, I start to get some strands of hair filling in between these two, and it's got a little variation in color. Important to remember to release that before I go to the other side, or it would start to try to blend from one side to the other back into it. So just some thoughts, the most useful ways that you might be able to use the blend tool, make you some different emotional shapes here, changing the sizes, just playing around and having fun with something like this, getting a bunch of different colors of something, or maybe making fur or hair, filling it in with the blend tool. In any case, I hope that's kind of given you some inspiration for things that you might do, and that as you look at things that you want to create, you might ask yourself, could I use the blend tool in some shape or form to accomplish that?